Hello everybody, welcome back to another retarded and low effort video. I'm sure all of my 7 subscribers will enjoy it. I'm a little sick at the moment, pardon my nasally voice right now. I swear I get sick so much. I have like the immune system of a 14th century infant. It's actually horrible. I don't know what's up with me. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, and that being slightly obscure 2000s movies from my childhood. The movie in question today is it's called Bridge to Terabithia, and it's starring Josh Hutcherson, aka Mike Schmidt. And like some other people, who cares? You know, Josh Hutcherson himself feels like such a nostalgic actor for me, because he seemed to have like such a big presence in like 2000s movies, mostly like some of the ones that I watched growing up, like Journey to the Center of the Earth or Zathura. Oh my god, don't even get me started on Zathura. I loved that movie as a kid. I watched that movie so many times as a kid. If you remember Zathura, you're a real one. Absolutely goated movie. So yeah, Josh Hutcherson, he feels so nostalgic for me. Like, I don't know, just his existence for some reason, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into like super deep detail or anything about this movie. Again, this is gonna be super like low effort. Sorry, sniffle. I didn't even watch the movie again. I probably should have watched it again before making this. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll make another video and do some like deep dive introspective on the movie or something, but this is just a random idea I had. I just randomly remembered this movie existed and wanted to talk about it. So, I don't really remember that much about the movie. I think it was about like this kid. He was like alone. He had no friends. He went to school. He drew a lot of pictures. And like there was this one girl that was nice to him. And at first he didn't even like really want to be her friend. And then as time went on, they started becoming friends. And sorry, sniffles again. Oh god. Sorry. Yeah. So okay, so they found like they're friends now or whatever, and they found like they were in the woods and they found this rope across this river, and they would like swing across it and have like imagination land journeys or whatever. And they would like imagine their school bully as like a giant in their imagination land thing or something. And I don't know, it was a neat little deep dive into children's imaginations or something. By the way, the trailers for this movie, so misleading. So misleading. It makes it look like some fun, whimsical adventure fantasy type movie. And I think that's like 10% of the actual movie. The rest of it is just like a drama or something with like a sprinkle of crippling depression. But yeah, very misleading trailers. I don't know what they were thinking with that one, but okay. So when I watched this movie, I forgot how old I was. I was like, I don't know, 10 or something, maybe 8, 9, whatever. I remember seeing the trailers for it on Cartoon Network, and I was telling my parents, like, oh, they're gonna be showing this movie on Cartoon Network. It's called Bridge to Terabithia. And I was like, okay. Or they were like, okay. Yeah, they didn't want to watch it. I was in the other room watching it by myself. Again, I was totally expecting this to not be, like, depressing. I thought it was going to be a fun little whimsical, children's movie. It was a kid's movie. So, I was expecting it to play out like your average kids movie. It doesn't. It does not. Spoiler warning. But yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so yeah, whatever stuff happens in the movie, and like he goes to like an art museum or something with his teacher, like just the two of them, which is like inherently kind of strange because his teacher's a girl. But okay, so his friend, the girl that befriends him, and they're like pretty close at this point, she tries to go across the river to the their little clubhouse, whatever, by herself without him because he was at the stupid art museum. And oh my god, yeah, spoiler, the rope breaks, she falls in the river and drowns by herself. Did I mention this is a kids movie, by the way? Oh god, coughing, sorry. I'm sick, by the way. If it wasn't obvious enough already. Anyway, yeah, she dies. She just straight up dies, and it comes out of nowhere, and it's awful. Why am I laughing? It's awful. It's so okay. So I'm losing it. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, she dies, and let me get my composure here. Okay, yeah, she dies, and like our main character, Josh Hutcherson, has a mental breakdown for good reason. And like, you know, the rest of the movie, I was holding out some sort of hope inside that they would reveal at the end that she would still be alive. Somehow, some way, I don't know, by some sort of mental gymnastics, I just thought that maybe she would still be alive at the end of the movie. But no, that never happens. She's dead. She's like dead. She's gone. Goodbye. It was truly soul crushing. I'm not gonna lie. That was like it. To this day, this is probably like the most depressing movie I've ever watched in my life. I'm not even joking. Yeah. At the end of the movie, like, I think they actually make a bridge across the river with like the help of his dad or something. I don't think he could make a bridge. He's like 11. But yeah, I guess that's why the movie's called Bridge to Terabithia. There is an actual bridge. It would be kind of weird for it to be called that and like there's never a bridge. But yeah, there is a bridge. Rest assured. Yeah. So yeah, and then the movie ends, I think. Again, I haven't seen this movie in years. I'm just like vaguely summarizing what I remember. But yeah. Remember, you know that like that picture of Squidward sitting in the dark alone in his room? That is like literally the most accurate representation of how I felt after the movie ended. It was so incredibly depressing. Like I felt like my soul was crushed. And I remember when it was over, my parents like asked me if I liked the movie and whatever. And I didn't even know what to say. I think I like squeaked out at, yes, the movie was nice. And that was it. I couldn't let them know how devastated I was. I think it was a good movie though, I think. But my god, was it depressing. That was not like a lighthearted, whimsical children's film. That was like, it was just crippling depression. I don't know, there's not much else to say. It's yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's all I really have to say. Bye.